What's up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome to another Warframe video. So today we are doing another week of, wow, you actually still care about Nightwave? No, I don't. Okay, I'm still gonna make the video though. So we're gonna go over the challenges for Nightwave this week, and yeah, hopefully we get hard mode this week on PC. I'm definitely expecting it this week. We've done plenty of build testing, and we've actually been simulating hard mode in the simulacrum by equipping I think it's an Extinguished Dragon Key, where I get 75% reduced damage, so we can actually simulate the increased armor and health of these hard mode enemies, but that's besides the point. Let's get into these challenges. So, we've got the weeklies, and we'll go over the Cred Store as well. Pretty annoying week for Nightwave, in my opinion, so I'd say skip most of these challenges, especially if you're already level 30, if you're even going to bother. Alright, first weekly. Saboteur, complete 3 Sabotage missions. Sanctuary Researcher, complete 5 scans for Cephalon Samaris. Venus Bounty Hunter, complete 5 different bounties in the Orb Valis. Elite Test Subject, complete. That's an Elite Weekly. Complete 8 waves of Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. Elite, only Elite. We have another weekly called Flawless. Clear a Railjack boarding party without your Warframe taking any damage. Quite a few ways you can do that one. Now board and complete 3 different K-Drive races in the Orb Valis. My favorite. Then we've also got the last one, Walk Without Rhythm. Kill a Tusk, Thumper, Doma in the Plains of Eidolon. That's the high-level Thumper. There's like 3 different versions of the Thumper. There's 2 or 3 versions of the Thumper, and this one spawns mostly when you have a high-level bounty going. So I'd say, you get him to spawn, get the high-level bounty, and then go out into the plains. Let's get into those cred offerings. Not going to spend too much time on this video. It's pretty late. Alright, so as far as helmets, we got some suggestions from me. Banshee Reverb, not bad. Not bad at all. We got the Loki Swindle helmet, my favorite non-10gen Loki helmet. Pretty good. Nidus Myexity helmet. Now this helmet might not look very cool from the outside, but once you're fully mutated, this thing opens up and it looks ridiculous. So I do recommend this one for Nidus. But there's also Nidus Deluxe, and Nidus Deluxe is kind of hard to compete with. Excalibur Mordred. Excalibur has many helmets. This is a decent one. We've got both the Necros alternate helmets today, the Shroud and the Arachnus. So, up to you. I think the Shroud is probably my favorite, but I also like Arachnus a little bit too. And then the other ones, and they're kind of like whatever. Octavia helmet's pretty good, and also the Nezha Jinza helmet is a good one. So, we're waiting a little bit on Nezha Prime, it seems like, so maybe pick this one up. And the rest of the stuff, the Cred Store, is pretty garbage. We got Energy Siphon, a good augment mod, or a good aura mod in general. So I'd say this is good. Maybe pick this one if you don't have it already. Gives you energy regen. If you are like a really new player, oh man, make sure you pick this one up. Most important thing in the entire store, if you are a new player, energy regen built into your frame, works for your teammates too. Energy Siphon, make sure you get it if you're a new player. Pistol Scavenger, irrelevant. EMP Aura makes the Corpus enemies have worse aim. Never has really been useful, but, you know, it might be funny in the future. Sniper Scavenger, also not really extremely useful, just like Pistol Scavenger. Technically could use the Pistol Scavenger for, like, the Twin Comac or something like that, but that's really reaching for some usefulness on there. Karak Desert Scamo Skin. The Piranha Sinoid Skin, pretty new item here. The Merlock Desert Camo Skin. The Felcourt Shock Camo Skin, the Plinks Shock Camo Skin, and the Exorgist Shock Camo Skin. All skins, it's up to you. I did get the Sinoid Piranha one, and it's decent looking. A Wolf Beacon for 50 creds. You can farm the Wolf Mask for your Operator Fashion Frame. You can farm the Wolf Sledge parts, etc., etc. For augment mods this week, we have the Shrapnel Rounds for the Merlock. Going to give you 20% additional multi-shot and minus 66% damage. Decent payoff. Recharge Barrier for Volt. I have tested this one extensively, and I can safely say, please do not waste your credits on this thing. It's modelable, so that 35% shield restore is modelable by strength. So with like really high strength, you get a full shield restore, but it does not tell you on this mod card that shield restore is once per shield. So I don't find this mod very useful at all, but maybe you want to try it out. Against my best wishes, it's up to you. And the final one is Brainstorm for the Grakata. On headshot, 100% ammo efficiency for 1 second. So as long as you get headshots to the Grakata, you have infinite ammo. So, interesting. Cost 13 mod points. I actually end up taking off my build, but it is something you could consider. So, that's it for the challenges. Let's get into the that's the challenges and the Cred Store to get into the little bit more in-depth explanation here, and we'll talk about a little bit more about hard mode at the end. Sorry, it's really late, so I'm like stuttering my words. All right, so for the first challenge, the weekly, there is actually a really easy sabotage mission on both Saturn called Encelades. Encelades on Saturn is really fast. You basically just blow up the 3 trucks, the Grenadier trucks, drill machines, whatever, and it's a really fast sabotage, counts for this challenge. Also, on Europa, Tokabil, really fast. I know it says mobile defense right here, but that's a Syndicate mission. That one's really fast as well, and yeah, those are both really easy to do for the sabotage mission. I'd recommend both of those very highly. Next challenge, scans for Cephalon Samaris. This one is probably one you could just skip if you don't like doing this, because I don't like doing this at all. Basically, you can go to Cephalon Samaris, get his daily scan target. It's usually about 3 scans, and if you want to keep scanning, either scan in public squads or scan with your friends, or get another personal target from the console behind Samaris. I'd usually just skip this one because it's a lot of annoying work. Cephalon, or complete 5 bounties in the Orb Ballast. You have access to the Profit Taker. The Profit Taker's bounties actually are really fast and do count for this. So that can be like 2 to 3 right there. Or alternatively, you can just go and capture a base in the Orb Ballast, and there's like some low-level quick bounties there if you really want to get this one done. This one takes a little bit of time, to be honest. Probably about 30-40 minutes to complete this Venus Bounty Hunter. Maybe a little bit less time if you do a bunch of low-level ones and the Profit Taker stages, but yeah, I'd say you can also skip this one. Not a great week for challenges, in my opinion. 8 Waves of Sanctuary Onslaught, Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. So to unlock this, you need to beat the new Strange quest and talk to the big orange dude on the 2nd floor in the relay, or the basement if you're on the Earth relay, and he will actually get you access to Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, which is a great place for leveling up weapons. And it does not need to be 8 waves consecutively. It can be like wave 1, you can leave. Wave 1, you can leave. Wave 3, you can leave. And it's all going to count towards this grand total of 8 completed waves. So, not too difficult there. Now, for the flawless challenge, to kill a boarding party without your Warframe taking damage, there's multiple ways to do this. I'd say the easiest way, and it's not like frame dependent, is use the Intruder Stasis Tactical Avionic, and just go to the first mission in Railjack, which is Posit Cluster, something like that cluster on Earth. It took me probably a minute and a half. I also did this with one hand. Pretty much all of this Railjack mission was played with one hand, and not for the reason you're thinking. I just wanted to prove that you could play Railjack with one hand, okay? So here we go. I switched my hand to the mouse to fire I fired the tether and then used the mouse to shoot the tether, and it blew them up. Here we go, moving back and forth. I'm pretty quick. And now we're waiting for the boarding party to launch from the cruise ship. So don't blow up the cruise ships right away. Wait for them to launch the fighters. Now there it is. I'm getting out of the driver's seat, and I'm going to activate the stasis once they board. Once you hear the alarm or whatever, that means they're on the ship. Activate Intruder Stasis, and they are frozen for 25 seconds. And once they got here, I actually started playing with 2 hands, but there you go. They're all dead, and it's done. Pretty easy stuff. That probably took a minute and a half. If you don't have that, you can also use Revenant. You can also use Rhino. Their damage mitigation will be fine for this. Or you can just CC them with the plethora of CC frames available in this game. For now boarding with the K-Drive races, you can... here's a couple things about the K-Drive races. So first off, to even find the K-Drive races, jump on your K-Drive and hold the map button down. When you're on your K-Drive, it will actually show you where the races are. You can put a marker on wherever it was, and you can go hunt down that race. Now, the hardest part about this was figuring out where the gate was, 'cause I was totally being blind. I'm like, where is this thing? I did not see it. I was so confused where the gate was. It was right in front of my face the whole time. But basically what you can do is you can start the race on K-Drive and then end the race on your Arcwing. And it will be an Arcwing race, not a K-Drive race. And it still counts. So just don't be blind like me. There you go. Now jump on your Arcwing and fly to the end. And there you go. The race is over. There's 3 on the map. You can do all 3 of them, and that challenge is done. So, really quick way to do it right there. Just make sure your graphics settings aren't making the gates really hard to see, and you'll be set. For the final challenge, kill the Tusk Doma Thumper. Now, we actually got a pretty big problem trying to find this guy. So, the way you normally do this is you actually start the high-level bounty, the highest one, like the level 40, 60 bounty, and you go out there. Don't do the bounty, actually. Just go fly around and try to find this Tusk Thumper. It can sometimes spawn the lower-level version, the Bull Thumper, and that's what happened to us twice. We got the Bull Thumper to spawn. You need to kill the Doma Thumper, which is this one. Once you find it, it's not too bad. At least for us, it wasn't. You can use Harrow's chaining ability to stun the Thumper. You can use Nova M Prime debuff ability to make it slower, and you can take double damage. You can also use a Xeneric Temporal Blast node for your Void Blast to make it slow down as well. Basically, a bunch of CC works on this thing, and just shoot the little green spots on its legs. It will eventually die really fast, or maybe not fast, but it will eventually die. And this thing can actually drop some pretty good loot. We actually got spring-loaded blade to drop. We got a bunch of fish parts, rare fish parts. So this thing is actually a decent farm, but finding it in the first place is gonna be hard. Like I said, we spent probably 30 minutes trying to get this thing to spawn, and I've never had it take that long to find this thing. So that was a big yikes. But basically just fly around the plains in Arcwing, or fly around in it in K-Drive, or drive around it in K-Drive, and once you find it, mark it with a waypoint for your team. You can definitely solo this. It's not too difficult. So that's basically it for the video, guys. There's no new puzzle. Of course, there's no new puzzle. Why would it comes out on random Tuesdays? So yeah, as far as hard mode this week, done a lot of testing for hard mode. Done a lot of build preparations and stuff. So I'm pretty excited for it. Maybe not. Excited's not the right word. I'm really prepared for it. I think some good frames for hard mode will be like Harrow, Korra, Limbo, Mesa, Nova. Did I say Saren already? Saren, Wisp. Basically any frame that's already good is gonna be good in hard mode, because that's just how it works. So yeah, expect the good stuff to still be really good. Expect the not great stuff to be still viable, but not as optimal as some of the really good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. We know that there's some new rewards they've added. They've added a Teshin armor set for the operator, which is kind of cool. They're adding a new resource called Seal Essence, which will kind of be like Vitus Essence, but different. So either way, talk to you guys next time. Make sure you check out the Twitch channel if you haven't already. Make sure you sub to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I know a lot of people that watch the videos are not subbed to the channel. I definitely appreciate it if you guys sub. Either way, talk to you guys next time, and take it easy. Peace.